Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And today I'm here to tell you all about the 2017 Arctic Fox 1140 truck camper. If you have a dually and you're looking for a big truck camper, this is one you definitely want to take a look at. Let's go ahead and start on some of the construction and the features outside here, and then we'll head on in. So one of my favorite parts about the Arctic Fox when it comes to construction is the fact that it is one-piece fiberglass from the front all the way through the cab here and down into the bulkhead. The advantage of that is that you don't have the seam running across here, meaning less chance for any kind of water intrusion. Naturally, as water runs down, it stops right at that seam, and then sometimes it wants to get in there, especially as you're driving down the road in the rain. The water, because the air pressure wants to get forced into that seam. So not having it just means less chance for water getting in. Also, when we're talking about construction, the Arctic Fox utilizes an aluminum frame, but what they do is they put wood block anchors in it. That way, when they put in any kind of screws to secure everything together, it's not just biting into a little piece of aluminum where a couple threads are all that's holding it. It goes all the way into that wood block anchor, ensuring that it is nice and secure. You can see the pass-through window right here, so that way you have access to the back of your pickup truck. And let's go ahead and take a look at the jacks on here. 2500 Rico Titan heavy duty jacks, of course, on all four corners. These power jacks are great. They have all the power you need, and you're not going to have to worry about them coming out or tearing out on you. You have over 20 bolts in each one of these jacks, ensuring it's secure to the truck camper. And then it also helps support the weight. They put this little guy right down here to make sure that it's lifting nice and evenly. Also, this one is equipped with swing-out brackets, so that way it will ensure that it is able to fit on your dually truck. Let's go ahead and walk around to the side. We'll take a look at the slide out here and some of the features. First of all, let's talk about the slide itself. Some people have fears of slides leaking on you, and let's see what Arctic Fox does to help prevent that. So you can see they have a bulb seal right here. So when the slide is closed, it's going to push up against the side of the camper to make sure that no water is sneaking in past there. Then you'll see they also have an additional bulb seal right here. So not just on the flange, but on the slide itself. So a double bulb seal again. So when it's closed up, that water's not getting in there at all. Now when it's open, you're worried about it getting inside. Let's take a look right here. You have this outside swipe seal. If I peel that back, you can see there's a bulb seal right there again to help protect. And what you'll also notice is they have this little rain trough right there, that little ramp, so any water that does get down in there, it's going to run along that bulb seal, hit right here, and come right out. And that's important. It's not just keeping water out, it's if water does get in, a way to get that water back out. So excellent seal system on the Arctic Fox slides. Now right over here, this is one of my favorite storage spaces in a truck camper. This is huge for a truck camper. You can see it has magnetic latch sticks right up there. Take a look at that. That is awesome outside storage to be able to have. If we take a look right down below, a couple of quick things. Again, I like about the Arctic Fox. You can see they have the diamond plating all along here. You will also notice the black piping they have for your gas. I like the fact they use black piping. It's nice and rigid. That way, if it does bump into anything, you don't have to worry about it breaking on you. When we open this guy up, again, you can see you have good storage right over here in your saddlebag. And then we open this one up right up top, again, magnetic latch, and again, you have additional storage. So good storage on the side of the Arctic Fox. When we come around to the back of the 1140, a couple things to touch on back here. Let's go ahead and start up top and we'll make our way down. So we'll see this as we go inside too, but one of the things Arctic Fox has done is they have changed to the cathedral style ceiling. And you can see that on the exterior as well, which obviously naturally helps for rain runoff. And then when we go inside, you will see all the additional headspace it gives you, which is phenomenal. Of course, you have the rack up there too, in case you need to tie anything onto the roof. It is definitely a fully walkable roof. If you've seen anything from the Arctic Fox website, you know you can have over 30 people on that roof without any issues. Power awning on the back here, easy to roll that out, and same thing to have it go right back in. That, of course, gives you a nice little base camp, help protect you, give you a little bit of shade. LED lights on the outside here. You can also see the outside speakers. Those are connected to the multimedia center inside, but that is Bluetooth capable. So if you have a smart device, you can connect to that via Bluetooth and be able to control it from right outside here. The easy grab handle, so that way it's easier to get into the coach there. You can see the ladder. Of course, that is how you get up onto the roof, nice and easy. This does fold as well. So if you need to access the generator compartment, it has hinges here. Just undo the pins at the bottom, fold this up, and that will give you access to your 2500 watt Cummins Onan LP generator. Another cool feature about the Arctic Fox when we're talking about outside storage is this right here. Normally this step goes right here. I went ahead and took it off just for ease of use, but it is pretty easy to take off. All you have to do is you pull this pin out right here. Then you have these pins on the side. Normally they're locked into place. You pull that out, you twist just like that. Do that on both sides, and that allows this step to slide right off. Once the step is removed, that gives you access to this awesome Joey tray. You can take a look. Look at that. Pull that guy all the way out. It's nice and big, extra storage. So if you have longer items like fishing poles, things like that you want to fit in there, it's a great spot for it. Whatever else you need to fit in there, it's a big storage area where you're able to fit those items. You can see right here we have the Fox landing on here. Definitely a great option, an excellent addition. Gives you a nice little porch. This folds up quite easily as well and locks into place for travel. But that way, again, you have the nice step system out here, and again, like I mentioned, it gives you that kind of that home base feeling. Right underneath here, you'll see you have a propane quick connect. So if you want to grill outside, great. Put your grill right here to plug it in. That'll feed off your two 30-pound propane tanks rather than having to bring your little green ones along with you. And then you will see in the bumper itself, you have some additional storage on both sides. Also, if you need to plug anything in, you do have an electrical outlet right here, so that is very easy to access. Speaking of access, as we come around to the side, you can take a look here. This is a lot of your plumbing access, which is nice. You can see you have your valves here, both your gray and black, as well as your battery disconnect is hidden in there. The remote is normally, it's where the manufacturer sends it, but this will control all of your power jacks. Right above that is our propane storage. You can see your two 30-pound tanks. I do have some people that ask me, why this compartment is never locked, and it's a regulation by RVIA because of a fire hazard. You're not allowed to have any kind of locks on your propane compartment, so that's why you never see locks on it. Let's come right around here. You can take a look. Right in there, you can see again, nice extra storage, in that saddlebag, which is a great thing. And then right here, again, more access. So there's some extra plumbing access. They do a good job of putting all of your valves and connections and everything right in here. So if you're going to have a leak, this is where it's going to be. You don't have any kind of valves or connections that you don't have access to. So that is a big plus. Right here, if you have satellite you want to plug in, this is where it would go. 30 amp detachable power cord right there. This coach is capable of carrying two batteries. It's on a slide out tray here, just like so. A guy slides out nice and easy, and again, you can have two batteries, which if you're doing a lot of boondocking, I certainly recommend. Also, you'll notice right here, you have your auxiliary shower with both hot and cold there. Water heater right over here to the side. Drop this guy down here so you can take a look at the water heater. But there is that compartment, and then lastly, this is, of course, is where your water will connect. Welcome to the inside of the 2017 Arctic Fox 1140. This particular model is in the elegant truffle interior. Let's take a quick look at the ceiling here. This is one of the things I love the Arctic Fox did. It's an amazing change. You can see the nice cathedral style ceiling. I showed you when we were outside, and you can see here on the inside how much extra headroom it gives. Granted, this is already a large truck camper, but even in the smaller truck campers, this cathedral ceiling makes a big difference. While we're up on the ceiling here, a couple other things I do want to talk about. You'll see they have plenty of openings up here. You have two vents, one right here in the kitchen, another one above the bed we can take a look at a little bit later, as well as a skylight right here. Now, it does have a shade, which I currently have closed for video quality, but when you open that up, it lets in a ton of natural light here. You also see the ozite on the ceiling. That does a great job. It has excellent sound deadening properties, so that way when it rains, it's not nearly as loud. You can see the LED lights up here. That way it'll maximize your battery life because they use a fraction of the power as your halogen lights. You can also see the speakers right up here. You have two sets of speakers, one right here, and again, another set above the bed. And of course, the set I showed you when we were outside. And then you have your AC unit right here as well. Right as soon as you walk in the door, you'll see this nice slider door. This is your bathroom. Let's take a quick look at that. You can see your foot flush lever toilet here. Obviously, this is a dry bath, which, you know, when you have a big camper like this, you're certainly able to do. Right up from that, you see you have a pull-out drawer, your toilet paper holder, electrical outlet there. Underneath the sink, you see you have some storage there too, as well as plumbing access. You can fit a small trash can in there if you so choose. You'll see the sink top here. And then off to the side, you have this big linen closet. Again, something I like to see. And right behind the door here, you can actually, if I close this door for you, you can see there is a window there. So that definitely lets in a lot of natural light during the day. You have a mirrored medicine cabinet here as well. And then up top, you have your vent fan to quickly help moisture escape. Over to this side is your shower. You can see the hand wand right there. Nice big skylight up top, really giving you a lot of headroom. And then you see you have a built-in shower door here as well, which is pretty nice. As we move up into the kitchen, you'll see they do a pretty good job right in here of maximizing your space. They do that by giving you this nice pull-out pantry here. You can see you have a couple different shelves there, and that of course locks into place. And then right down there you can see some shelves as well. Nice big fridge freezer. You have the stainless steel panels on here. Take a look at the size. You know, you have a big truck camper that gives you the space for a big fridge freezer. I like that they were able to put that in here. This unit does run off both propane and electric. Right up here is our microwave. You can see the weight of the truck camper, 3,981 pounds. Again, you have to have a dually to be able to carry this camper. And then right over here you see a shelf, again, just some additional pantry space right there. If we take a look underneath, we have a couple things right here. One is your LED light. This is a two-stage light, which is pretty nice, so you can have it a little bit dimmer or nice and bright, depending on, you know, the time of day, how much light you want in here. And again, that is an LED light, so same thing as your ceiling lights, uses a fraction of the power there. You also have a plug-in right back here, so if you want to put a coffee maker in the corner, you have that electrical outlet there. And you have a dimmer switch. This is really cool too. If you take a look at the lights on the ceiling, you'll see how they can dim down, of course turn it off. But I like that because if you have other guests staying the night and you don't want the lights as bright, or maybe you want to be able to see the bathroom in the middle of the night, you can just turn that down. So I do think that is a nice addition. Big window here to let in a lot of natural light, again, especially in conjunction with that skylight up top there. If we take a look at this wall, this is your multimedia center right here. This unit is a radio and CD player. It controls the speakers both inside as well as outside. And as I mentioned, this unit is Bluetooth capable. You'll see right over here you have your thermostat, and then underneath this is your control panel. This has everything from your monitoring panel for your tanks. You can see it has some of your lights on here, as well as your water heater. You will notice this has a switch for gas and electric. You can turn those both on at the same time for high recovery, assuming that you do have shore power. Also right underneath here is your generator. Pretty self-explanatory, but that is the control there, and of course it will show you the hours on that Jenny. Then right here is our sink. This of course makes a great prep space. They do that by giving you the sink top cover. Then of course, again, you have some extra room. I'd probably put a coffee maker back in this corner if it were me. And so, you know, you can put your soap or whatever else back here. But very usable sink because they did give you the double bowl and a residential pull-out faucet. If you feel this, it's nice and solid. It's not, you know, the cheap plastic ones you see in a lot of RVs. So I'm glad they definitely put some quality here in the kitchen. Another great thing when I talk about countertop, and the reason I say this is the majority of your prep space, you have a countertop extension. I'll show you where that's tucked away at, and it goes all the way over to here. So this whole entire section right here is all countertop, giving you excellent prep space there. And you have an electrical outlet right here underneath by the step, so if you need to plug anything in, you can do that there. If we take a look underneath the sink, you see some additional storage. Also, you have a valve right here. This will close off your water heater. So if you're doing any kind of winterization, you know, and you're putting glycol in here, obviously you don't want to fill your water heater with glycol. So you'll just want to shut that valve. But that also gives you access, you know, all the other valves are in there. Something Arctic Fox does very well, give you access to your valves in case of any kind of leak. Of course, a drawer, you have to have that for your silverware right there. Cubby hole right over here. Then I want to point this out too. Underneath your fridge, You can see you have a nice big drawer right here and a drop down area. It's not huge under here, but you know, it is a little bit extra space. Again, you know, just utilizing all the space. They didn't have to put anything there, but I'm certainly glad that they did. Let's hit this stuff real quick, then we'll finish out the kitchen. So as I mentioned, you do have your step right here in order to help you up into the cab over. This step is cool too. You have a little bit of hidden storage. You can see the tray they put in right here. Then you'll also notice where your water pump is located. So again, if you have to do any kind of maintenance or access your water pump, it is very easy to get to. Now if we take a look at the slide out, nice big slide. This has the rest of our kitchen as well as our dinette there. And this one of the things I love about the 1140. It has a lot of storage outside and a lot of storage inside. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is what I want to start with. This is really cool. You have the door right here. This slides open. Take a look at that. Nice big storage in there. It makes for an excellent pantry. You have adjustable shelves, so you can adjust that to whatever you want. Also, you have the cubby holes right over here. So if you have a couple spices or something you want to put in there, it's a great place to do it. We'll open this up. Look, above this section, that goes all the way back. So big storage area. Of course, a little bit tougher to reach, but you know you have this step here, which gives you a little bit of height, allowing you to be able to get back there. So even though it does go way back, it is still very manageable. And then right here, again, some additional storage, a built-in shelf there. Underneath is our stainless steel hood with a light and fan. You have a built-in backsplash right here. It's clear, which I like because it's not, you know, super gaudy or flashy, but it does what it's supposed to. If you're cooking bacon and it splatters, it's a heck of a lot easier to clean it off plastic than it is the wallpaper. You have a cooktop cover as well, so again, you can use this as prep space. Obviously, good countertop space here too. This does fold up to open up your 3-burner Atwood cooktop, the front one there being high output, and a nice big oven underneath. Take a look at that. If you want to do some baking, you certainly have the capability to do that. And then right here, I'll go ahead and open this guy up for you. You can see nice big drawer there. So, you know, maybe if you have some serving utensils, things like that, some spatulas, spoons you want to put in there, you can. And this one's a little bit deeper. If you have smaller cookware, that would be a good spot for it there. Moving over, we move into the dinette. So as I mentioned, this is the elegant truffle interior here. You know, a lot of neutral earth tones, which I kind of like. Goes with just about every decor. And I love Arctic Fox cushions. If you come in here and sit on the dinette, it is very comfortable compared to a lot of the competition. So I definitely recommend trying it out. This is also the Dream Dinette. Advantage of the Dream Dinette is it's really easy to make into a bed. If you take a look underneath here, you see this lever. All you have to do is flip this lever over and the table will push right down. Then you can take the cushions, put it on top, and that will create your bed space. Also, while we're down here, a couple of things I want to point out. You'll see right over here you have an electrical outlet. So if you need to work on laptop, tablet, something like that, you can plug it in right there. And then easy access to your storage. If you open this guy up, you can see the storage there, which is nice. And then right here, we have a nice big pull-out drawer. The other cool thing, again, step, hidden storage. Open that guy up, you can see how long this is. So if you didn't want to put your fishing poles outside in that Joey box, you can certainly put them in here as well. You know, or whatever else you want, rifles, something like that. Just a good extra storage area right there in the step. You see you have windows on both sides here to let in a lot of natural light. And then take a look at this. Again, utilizing all the space for storage. Look how nice and deep this is. You have a curtain to close that off if you don't want to have it open, but you have a hanging rod in there. So that makes for a nice extra little wardrobe space, tucked away. And again, if you have guests or something over, you want to close it off, just close that curtain and no one even knows it's there. So just a neat extra space. Of course, again, LED lights right above your dinette here. And as I mentioned earlier, you do have the speakers right there in the ceiling. A couple of quick things on the back here too. You will see you have a shade on the door. Then you also have a hatch cover right here down below. So, that definitely helps with some insulation as well as help keeping the light out there. And then right down here, you will see you have another dimmer switch. This will be for the back half of the coach for your lights. So now that we covered the back, let's talk a little bit about the features of the cab over here. You see you have the queen bed, so plenty of sleeping space, which is great, and you have a ton of storage up here. If I open this up, this little drop compartment, you can see that gives you access to your, what I like to call a trough. It runs from the back all the way to the front. You can see it right here when I open up this foot locker. You have that on both sides, so nice access, and again, good storage space. Right over here, you see you have an adjustable shelf, so you can go ahead and adjust that to whatever your needs may be. You have a partition right here to close off, so if you do have additional guests, you want some privacy, you can go ahead and close that guy off right there. If you want to watch TV, you can see the TV right here. It's naturally pointed, to if you're laying down in bed, but that is on a swing arm bracket, so it's super easy just to swing that out. That way, if you're sitting in the dinette, you can still watch TV, and that is a 12-volt TV as well, so that will run off your batteries, which is pretty darn cool. You will also see you have windows on both sides, so you have lots of natural light, of course, an emergency exit in case you ever need it. And then right up top, you see the shelves. So they have some built-in shelves with some extra accent lighting up there, which is pretty neat. And mirrored wardrobe on both sides. So not only do you have the big hidden wardrobe, but you have a wardrobe on either side of your bed there. Also on both sides of the bed, you have reading lights. You also have your regular electrical outlets and a charging center. So you have a couple dual USB ports there as well as a 12-volt. So you can charge just about anything you need to. Then you'll notice if you take a look at the ceiling, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, you have the nice big fantastic fan there. If you've never used a fantastic fan before, they are fantastic. They really draw in a lot of air. You can open up a couple windows and that will do an awesome job of getting a cross breeze coming through here. Then you also see you have a couple speakers up there as well as another 2-stage LED light like we have here in the kitchen. The last thing I want to talk about is this right over here. If I open up this compartment behind me, again, you see additional wardrobe space. So a ton of spot to hang clothes in here. And then right there is your countertop extension that I had mentioned. It tucks away, stores right there. So when you want it, it is nice and easy to grab and go ahead and put that in place. But all right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2017 Arctic Fox 1140. This one is in the elegant truffle interior. If you're interested in this RV and you'd like price and availability, I recommend you give us a call here at American RV, or you can take a look at our website, which is americanrv.com. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.